take the time to think about how we receive the electricity that we use day to day. There are a few different ways that electricity is produced in the Midwest, such as wind power. The purpose of this speech is to look at the impact that wind power has had on the Midwest, what exactly wind power is, the pros and cons of its use, and the future outlook of the industry. Simply put, wind is created when an area of high pressure meets an area of low pressure, and also caused by the uneven heating of the earth. Wind power is a part of solar energy and is also a renewable resource option. There are three major types of wind turbines: utility scale, distributed, and offshore wind, which is the only option not available in the U.S. In order to make electricity from wind power, the turbine blades need to be turned by airflow, creating mechanical energy. This mechanical energy is then turned into electricity due to a spinning generator that then is used to power homes, businesses, schools, and other things. The turbine itself is able to measure the wind flow and rotate it according to whichever direction the wind is blowing the strongest. Wind turbines are able to create a usable amount of power about 90% of the time. And when there's a group of wind turbines collected in a small area of high wind, it's referred to as a wind farm. According to the Wind Energy Foundation, more than 1/3 of U.S. wind capacity is located in the Midwest. 5 Midwestern states generate more than 10% of their electricity from wind power, out of only 9 states nationally. The Midwestern states with the greatest number of wind power installation include Iowa, Minnesota, Kansas, and North Dakota. One of the biggest issues of the use of wind power is that it is intermittent, meaning that when the wind isn't blowing, electricity isn't being produced. This combined with wind not being able to be stored makes up the issue that wind power cannot always be utilized when it is demanded. Another issue with wind power is that it has a greater initial investment compared to that of fossil fuel options because of the machinery cost, preparing the site of where the wind turbine will go, and the installation. There's also a lot of public opinion that the use of wind turbines has a negative impact on the environment because of the sound that the blades generate or the amount of flying birds and other animals that are killed. However, some of these issues have been addressed and even resolved in some cases due to technological advances. As previously discussed, wind power is a renewable resource that doesn't produce any pollutants or greenhouse gases. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, in 1990, California's wind plants offset the emission of more than 2.5 billion pounds of carbon dioxide and 15 million pounds of other pollutants that would have otherwise been produced and would have dispersed out into the environment. Wind power can also be very cost effective because one who's interested in wind power doesn't necessarily need to invest in a personal wind turbine. Instead, they would just need to find a local organization that provides wind energy options to the area. Compared to the old clunky windmills, the new wind turbines are more sleek and modernized, which helps with the cosmetic issues that some people have had with the old turbines. The wind power industry has also been steadily growing over recent years, which has had a great impact on the public opinion. There are many pros to the use of wind power and modern turbines that far outweigh the cons, which are mostly made up of cosmetic problems and opinions. One of the biggest benefits of wind power is that it can create a great number of jobs. For example, in 2016, there were more than 101,000 workers that were employed in the wind projects. I was also able to find some interesting facts about wind power in Nebraska specifically. Nebraska is the 4th state ranked for the amount of wind power resources And there are also more than 500 operational utility-scale wind turbines in the state. As we have discussed, I have provided what exactly wind power is, a few cons and pros of the use, and the future outlook in the Midwest. I think it is very important to take the time to think about how we actually receive the electricity that we use day to day and the impact that wind power has had and will have in the future.